America, we are back, baby. Welcome to another episode of America Unfiltered. We got a great Friday show for you guys tonight. Welcome to the show. Thank you guys for joining. We have a very slow news day. Really, nothing actually happened in the news today. So we're just going to talk a little bit about Gen Z. We're going to talk about why women are kind of the problem, not just in dating, in politics, in a lot of life scenarios. We'll be talking about that today. We'll go over a little bit of the stuff in the news today. There really wasn't anything of substance. Let me see what I had pulled up here. There really was not much to fucking talk about. Nothing happened in the news. Still, the biggest things trending. If I look at what's trending on X right now, it's absolutely retarded. Popeyes in Flint serves behind bulletproof glass. Okay, that's just a black issue. Trump posted a Lion King edit, and Barack and Michelle Obama happen to be monkeys. That's the other trending topic of the day. And then a car burst into flames on the highway. Guys, breaking stuff here. Mind-raping news going on right now. No, it's actually mind-numbing news. I mean, there's just nothing fucking happening today. Been a slow Friday. The negotiations with Iran seem to have stalled out a bit as well. So I was thinking about talking about that today, but not enough really happened for me to talk about it. Maybe we'll talk about it more next week. We'll see if anything develops over the weekend or into early next week. But as of right now, really the biggest things going on in politics are just drama related. You know, you had the entire thing with Elijah Schaffer and Sarah Stock. And then last night there was another thing with Isabella Moody, and that was kind of fucking weird as well. It's there's a reason why Nick made the rule no e-girls, not even once, and that rule is because of things like this. You see, when these women are online, they're not doing it for themselves. Some of them may argue that this is the career path they chose, but if they chose a career path that's bringing this unrelenting attention to themselves, they like the attention. That's what you have to realize. They do like the attention. Maybe they don't love all of it. Maybe they get some negative comments or death threats or things they don't necessarily love, but they do love the attention. It's another reason why. Okay, here's a good example. That chick, I did a small segment about it where I was really talking about her dad, but that girl Maddie Kowalski, she did a bunch of coke with a bunch of frat guys, had an orgy with these frat guys. It ended up being videoed, and then the video got out, and then the next day her father woke up to 3,000, 3,000 LinkedIn requests. And it's okay, you would think this woman would delete social media, log off the internet forever. No, what has she done? She has made an internet career off of it. The Hawk Tua girl, same thing. It's she has one clip, makes an internet career out of it. These women crave attention. And sure, there are some who don't, but all the e-girls, all the girls online, all the girls in politics, all the girls in media, they're in it because they crave attention. Real women who don't have that desire to crave attention, they aren't even on the fucking internet. And if they are, it's to search recipes for their husbands. They're not on here posting fucking bikini pictures. They're not on here making vlogs and videos and little talk shows. And it's not to say we can't enjoy some of them. Brittany with Politically Provoked. I really enjoyed her show. Isabel Moody has some clips that I find funny. Sarah Stock, I actually like her content. But at the same time, we have to realize why these women are doing this in the first place. And they're doing it because they like the attention they get from it. And that's really the bigger picture. I see we got some people in the chat. One person, they goes, when does it start? That was before we started. We're started now. Hope you realize that. Someone goes, sup, Big Callie. That's you from yesterday. Dude, that was crazy. They thought Callie Groiper was Callie Ryan. Crazy. And then someone goes, woo. How we doing? Nice to see you guys. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for tuning into the live show. Having a good Friday so far. Going to be a good day. It's just, there's nothing to fucking report on. I mean, literally nothing to report on. If I wanted to, dive deep into the news and report, literally not. The biggest news, I guess, is, Bitcoin's plummeting. I guess it rebounded a bit today. It dropped to 60K at its lowest. midnight last night, and now it's at 70K, probably up at 10,000. So that's really the biggest thing in the media is I'm down a little bit of money. Like Bitcoin is down, I'm down a little bit of money, I guess. It'll rebound. You never lose until you fucking sell. You know, that's rule number one. Maybe it's not rule. It's one of the rules. I know that for sure. But let's get into the main show today. Let's talk about why women are the issue. It's not really going to be that long of a show because usually I talk about multiple different topics over like an hour, hour and a half. Really only have one topic today. Maybe, depending on how I'm feeling, maybe we'll go a little longer. We'll see. We'll see, guys. But before we get into it, I want to remind everyone to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show. We read all the comments at the end of each show, so we'll read all the comments from yesterday at the end of the show today. Also, remember to follow me on X, Instagram, join my Telegram channel by I don't even have the I'm a retard. I'm a class A retard. That's my woman moment right there. I go to scan the code and I didn't even have it up on the fucking screen. Class A retard, but scan that code, put it up in the corner right there. Join me on Telegram. We have merch dropping next week. We have our group chat dropping next week. We have a big debate next week as well. We'll do that today a little bit. There's this woman who I'm debating. We'll do an informal scouting report on her. This woman, I mean, from what I've seen so far, doesn't seem that smart. But again, what woman is like, I don't know. No woman's going to mock me in a debate. That's what we could say. No woman is going to beat me in a debate. Maybe you could find one woman in this world smarter than me. No woman is going to mock me in this debate. Someone goes nothing new, and someone goes 1, 2, 3. Not necessarily sure what the 1, 2, 3 is, but nothing new, I'm guessing, when I said I'm retarded. Yeah, I am retarded. It happens. Someone goes W quarter zip. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, we got the official Jeffrey Epstein quarter zip. Official Jeffrey Epstein merch. All proceeds go to Jeffrey Epstein's estate. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I bought it from some fucking guy on TikTok, but I like it. Now this guy's going 4 or 5. Dude, why are you being a little, like, what are you counting for? I'll beat the shit out of you. No. See, guys, I'm letting it get the best of me. I shouldn't. But what is this retard counting? Why is he also counting up? Like, what are you counting to, you fucking retard? How high can you count, I guess, is the question. Are you like a woman? Can you count to like 7 and then you cap out? Someone goes, what if Trump doesn't release more of the Epstein files because he himself was brutally raped by Epstein? See, that would be a plot twist. That would be a hilarious plot twist. And it's kind of morbid to say that would be hilarious, Trump getting raped. But think of it. Think of the reason, everybody online is speculating and they're like, Trump can't be in it because he had to be diddling kids. Trump's not releasing it because they want to protect the donors. Trump's not releasing it because they want to protect Israel. Trump's not releasing it for XYZ reasons. But in reality, the reason Trump hasn't released the Epstein files is Trump got just fucked by Epstein. Epstein bent Trump over in the temple and made him his bitch. And that's the reason we're not getting the Epstein files. That would be a hilarious plot twist. See, that's funny. That's, like, I would love to see a stand-up comedian do that joke in action. Tell that joke in that framing. Like, that would actually be really funny. Now I'm thinking about that. We gotta get someone to do that joke. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll go to a local stand-up, when you go up, open mic night, they call it. Maybe I'll go to an open mic night, and I'll tell a whole line of Epstein jokes. I'll get my best Epstein jokes prepared, and I'll steal that one from you. Someone goes, well, it's in there that Trump paid a kid to put a tent peg up his before sex. Yeah, but that's not in the, like, there's 2 different parts of the Epstein files, and that's what you have to realize. There's 2 different parts of the files. There's the files that are the emails and text messages, which are pretty verified. Some of the claims made in them are, again, not verified, but possibly likely true. But then there are the just like allegations, which are just statements that were taken by either victims or people they deemed as potential victims. And those statements that were given have not been proven in any way. And it's like, when I was reading the files, you see the one about like Trump where he'd go and he'd stick his finger up the girls to like rate them on tightness. And it's like, I just don't believe that. When you see files where it's like Trump was there while women were killed, it's like, okay, I'm not buying that. I don't believe it. So like, that was in that part of it, and I don't necessarily believe that. You know, I don't think that's true. Do I think Trump was guilty of something? Probably. Do I think it's that? Most likely. Like, we could be realistic and say it probably wasn't that. And this is coming from someone who's not a Trump guy, you know? Like, I'm not one to be like, guys, we have to defend the supreme leader, Trump. No, I'm just someone who likes to be objective and factual about these things. And I just don't see that being a realistic scenario. And he says, yeah, who would grab girls by the pussy? First of all, that was just like like to use his term, performative locker room talk. Like, you've been in a locker room, you've been near groups of young men, and when young men are talking, like, they'll make dumb jokes and they'll say over-exaggerated things or performative things. That's just what happens. Like, I was in a fraternity in college, and the amount of kids who would, like, over-exaggerate or make, like, a cheap joke in that manner, like, dude, it's ridiculous. Like, and even if he did, let's go with the argument that Trump would go and grab women by the pussy. Did any of them complain? That's my question. Did any of these women complain? Because what he was saying is, I'm a billionaire, I'm not ugly, I could literally walk up to these supermodels and grab them by the pussy. To be honest, I don't think that statement's incorrect. I don't think that statement's incorrect at all. And you're saying, yes, many charged him. No, many didn't charge him, actually. One woman who he didn't even have a sexual encounter with accused him of rape, and he wasn't found liable in criminal court, but he was found liable in civil court. And to prove something in civil court's easy. You really don't have to prove much. You don't have to prove much. Criminal court is a lot different, and he wasn't found guilty in criminal court. So again, like, I'm not white knighting for Trump, but like, what you're saying is just factually incorrect. And I don't think the women that he was talking about, the supermodels that would throw themselves at him, I don't think they had a problem with it, to be honest. Pedo Defense Squad, yeah, go fuck yourself. I don't care. You just seem like a low IQ retard. Suck my dick. How about that? Like, Pedo Defense Squad. What? I'm gonna go cry over it. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not. No, dude. I'm wearing a Jeffrey Epstein hoodie. Shut the fuck up. You think I give a shit? Shut the fuck up. You're a pussy. You're an absolute pussy. This guy's in the Twitch chat and he's going off. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You just sound like a bitch. Sound like such a little goy. Stupid goyim, tricks are for kids. Okay, let's get into the actual show, though. Let's talk about why women are really the issue over everything. And, like, you're making a good example. It's like these women will throw themselves at billionaires like that. And then when they realize that it's no longer in their interest, when they can no longer gain anything more from it, this isn't every woman who does this, but then women will turn around and say that same guy was making unwanted advances, or that same guy, like, forced themselves on them. And it's like these women who never filed a police report, never got a rape kit, never went through any of the procedures, and were throwing themselves at these guys strictly because of their status, and their, you know, maybe their looks, or their, most likely their money, though. Like, in Trump's case, it's money. In Clavicular's case, it's more looks, although now it's becoming a little bit about money as well, because he's gaining more and more money. But that's what these women will do. They'll literally, like, some of these women, they will use everything they can get out of you, and then when they can't get anything more out of you, their goal is to now destroy you. When they realize that you have nothing left to give them, when they have picked, like, you're an apple tree, they've picked every apple off your tree. When you have nothing more, they'll chop you down. They'll just chop that fucking tree down. They will do what they can because they will get angry at you and they will try and ruin your fucking life. Someone goes, they were kids, man. Okay, dude, like, shut the fuck up. We're not even talking about that anymore. Someone goes, so true. Yeah, it is so true. These women do that. These women, spoken like a true incel. Volcel here, actually. Not that you need to know, but I'm a world-class mogger. Volcel over here. One of my biggest regrets is not being a virgin. I've talked about that a few times. Now I refuse to sleep with anyone until I'm married. But yeah, again, we don't have to get in. I've talked about that many times in the past. We don't have to talk about that now. And someone goes, they weren't kids. They were 14 to 15. Yeah, from my understanding, the youngest on the island were in the 14-year-old range, and on the higher end, there were women as old as like 23. But generally speaking, it was mainly 14 to 17-year-old women, which still illegal, but probably should be a different classification. Still very bad, still illegal, but should be a different classification for sure. I think sleeping with a 16-year-old is different than sleeping with a prepubescent 8-year-old. And if you don't think there's a difference there, you're retarded. You're an absolute fucking retard. So, to all the people who are going to get mad at that, it's like, go fuck yourselves. I don't care. Like, you have to realize that there is a massive difference between that. And if you can't see the difference between someone who's gone through puberty, someone who technically is of childbearing age, being coerced into sex versus somebody who is 8 years old who is prepubescent, you're a fucking idiot. Someone goes 5'2", by the way, 5'4", FYI. Yeah, 5'4". Again, you're not gonna take inches where I don't have them. I'm not tall as it is. You're not gonna make me shorter than I am, pussy. No, I don't give a shit. Honestly, when it comes to like general looks and attractiveness, it's not the greatest thing, but it's not the worst thing either, because I can get away with saying a lot. And like I was at the bar the other night. Like, for example, I was at the bar the other night, and not that I need to ask for it, but unlimited N-word pass just for being short. Like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people just don't give a shit. When you're short, you can do whatever you want. You could say a lot, you could do a lot, you could walk up, like, I could walk up to the biggest guy in any room and be like, "What's up, douchebag?" And he'll just see it as, like, me being comedic. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? I just I don't see it as, like, a problem, you know what I mean? It's kind of funny at a point. You can get away with a lot. When you learn to use it to your advantage, it works well. I love how that person kind of transitioned us into the main topic, though, because they were, like, talking about Trump grabbing women by the pussy, and it really, like, it explains the problem. It's like these women will allow that. And then when they have nothing left to get from you, or they disagree with you on some, like, political standpoint, they will try and chop you down. Like, the tree metaphor is perfect. Like, you're an apple tree. They'll take every apple they can from you, and then they'll chop you down at the end when you have nothing left to give them. Someone goes, "Remind me not to pity the next short guy that mouths off." Dude, again, I train MMA as well. I'll still oblique kick you in the fucking knee. Someone goes, "I used to be ugly as fuck, but ever since I started to put effort into my appearance, I've noticed a change in how I'm treated. People with good looks get treated better, and it's deserved." Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, I think, like, hot take. I would be more willing to, like, deport all the fat people than, like, the illegal immigrants. So, like, I think the fat people need to go. Like, the fat people are a problem. And they're a problem because laziness is a problem. And if you're fat, it's because you're lazy and you're selfish. Joe, that's Joe Blow. Joe Blow, my fucking guy. What's up, Joe Blow? How we doing, big kid? Joe Blow, let's run duos later. Joe Blow is the man. Did anyone see that, by the way, that, like, there was speculation that Epstein was still alive because someone found a name that was in the files on Fortnite? But then Fortnite put out a statement today, and they were like, "Guys, that's not Jeffrey Epstein. Someone changed their name to that just the other day." And that's kind of funny. Like, that's kind of funny that Fortnite had to come out and be like, guys, I know this would be cool, but sadly, Epstein is not still alive. Sadly, he's gone. Someone goes, "Agreed, fat people are useless. Deport all the sub-5s." Yeah, dude, exactly. Like, why are we allowing fat people to consume space in this country? And for people who's like, "Oh, that's mean, like, some people can't control it." It's like, yes, you can. Eat less, work out more. And if you're still fucking fat, jump off a bridge. Like, I don't know what to tell you at that point. Like, you won't be fat. It's absolutely crazy. Like, how are people still fat in the big 26? You have Ozempic, you have Mounjaro, you have, like, all these different drugs that you could take to become, you can go smoke meth. You could literally do what Clav does and smoke meth to suppress your appetite. You could be a man and just pop in a velo and suppress your appetite with nicotine. I mean, again, like, it's so easy not to be fat. I have the bare minimum amount. I have no sympathy, actually, for fat people. I was going to say I have a bare minimum amount. I have none. Someone goes, why is Trump fat? I think as you get, like, to that age, there's, like, a little bit more leeway, but I agree. I don't want a fat ass as president. But the other side of that is Trump, his whole life, wasn't fat. Trump, like, throughout his, career-building years, throughout his 40s, 50s, Trump wasn't fat. That's also the thing. Like, Trump was not an ugly guy. He wasn't fat either. But then he became fat. But that happens when you're old as well. You don't have the, like, some people, RFK is a good example of not being fat when you're old, but I give people in their old age a little bit more leeway. But at the same time, Trump's a retarded boomer. So, like, retard boomers need to go as well. Let's see. Someone goes, force institution with Ozempic injection. See, that's not a bad idea. What if we took all the fatties and put them in a fat camp, and then, like, every day when it's, like, breakfast time, we just inject them with Ozempic and then just starve them the whole day. And then we give them, like, enough water to survive, and then, like, let's see, what should you give fat people? Because you got to feed them a little bit. What do we feed them? We feed them celery. You burn more calories eating celery than celery actually has. So you technically can lose weight only eating celery. That's what we do. We give them celery in abundance to make them feel like they can eat. And then we jab them with Ozempic first thing in the morning. And we give them water only. That's kind of genius. And then when they get out of there, we heavily restrict them. They're on a form of house arrest when they get out of this. We heavily restrict them from eating anything that has sugar in it. Keep the fatties in check. And we start with people like J.D. Vance. We start with people like Lizzo. We start with these big torta bitches. That might be the way to save America, actually. I honestly think we could save America if we got rid of a lot of the fatties. Like, you ever see pictures of America in, like, the 1960s, 70s, 50s, and you're like people on a beach, and you're like, wow, look how peaceful that is. No black people. No, I mean, that's part of it, but you see, like, no minorities anywhere, and no one's fat. Like, imagine living in that America where no one's fat, very little to no minorities. Imagine that America. Someone goes, the fact that J.D. Vance is a VP and is not Ozempic is crazy. Okay, how much does J.D. Vance weigh if we are starting there? Well, have you seen, like, J.D. Vance? Let me try and get a picture of this fat fuck pulled up. Let's see. Let's get a picture of this fat ass up here. J.D. Vance is just fat. I mean, like, you can just see it in his face. Wait, it's getting blocked. There you go. Like, look at that. Like, that's fat. Like, come on. Like, that's going to be the new president of the United States? This guy looks like he ate the president of the United States. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Someone goes, you weigh what, 110 pounds? First of all, my weight is none of your business, sir, but I weigh about, I don't know, 128, 130. I don't fucking know. I don't put myself on a scale. I'm not fat. I'm not a fat ass torta. I'm not a fat bitch. Sorry. I don't need to weigh myself. I don't even think I fucking own a scale. I think I use the one at the gym occasionally. Someone goes, mental institutions and fat camps. America. Exactly. Like, why aren't we... What happened to Donald Trump signing that bill that said we're reopening the insane asylums? Like, I want these people in insane asylums. Take the homeless, put them in there. At a point, we need to realize that homelessness is self-induced. Homelessness is not like people who are decent people don't really end up homeless. Like, and maybe there's the rare exception. Exceedingly rare exception. But in 99.999 repeated percent of cases, what it is people who are crappy people, meaning they're so shitty that not even their family or friends want anything to do with them. They don't even really have friends at that point. They're usually drug addicted or severely mentally ill. And it's like, is putting this person in prison going to help this person? Probably not. Is giving them like $5,000 going to help them? Probably not. They'll probably end up right back where they were in 2 weeks. What's going to help these people is putting them in an insane asylum where they can be given the treatment they needed, 3 meals a day, and a bed. And that's it. And if anyone wants to visit them, they can visit them. And if they show severe signs of improvement, maybe you could talk about letting them out. But honestly, all these people need life sentences in a mental institution. Someone goes, genuinely horrifying. JD Vance. Yeah, dude. The guy, I'm still, I don't know why I'm still looking at him on my monitor here. It is actually kind of scary. The only thing worse is looking at Laura Loomer. Someone goes, it's been too long since I've seen a unedited picture of JD. Holy shit. Yeah, dude, the guy's fat as fuck. JD is fat as shit. Forget insane asylums. We need insulin asylums. See, that's what we need. That's what we need. Insulin asylum. Like, what if we combine the two? What if we put the fatties and the insane people in one thing, save the taxpayer money, jab the fatties with insulin, and we make them wrestle the mentally insane people for workouts. And we tell the mentally insane people that those people are like the devil trying to kill them. And the mentally insane people, they get all defensive. Or like, no, that's bad. We tell the mentally insane people that that's a guy trying to steal their crack. That guy wants to take the fentanyl out of your crack cocaine, and you're not going to get this smooth, clean fentanyl high that you were hoping for. So we make them wrestle, and we see who gets the best. Budgeting at its finest. Someone goes, never Vance. Yep, never Vance, especially after he disavowed Nick yesterday. Someone goes, have you ever been punched in the face? Not a threat. First of all, if it was a threat, I don't give a shit. Dude, I train MMA 5 to 6 days a week. I don't even give a fuck about my size. I'll oblique kick you in the knee and watch you never be able to walk again correctly for life. Like, I'm not like, have you ever been punched in the face? Like, dude, I will literally kill you. I also live in the state of fuck around, find out. Like, I live in the state of like, sir, you're looking at me in the wrong way? Boom, 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 boom. Like, I live in the state of like, fuck around, find the fuck out. So, yeah, I've been punched in the face. I do MMA. I grew up with siblings that were male. I have male cousins. Yes, I've been punched in the face. Like, what a retard. What a flaming retard. Well, let's see. I keep getting sidetracked. I'm trying to talk about like why women are the issue, and now we're talking about fatties and mentally ill retards. Oh. But I honestly like that topic as well. The fat people. Like, that's a problem. Fat people and women are really the problem. Like, fat people. Like, okay, I want to show like funny this funny clip. Let me get it pulled up here actually. Yeah, okay. I have this funny this guy I follow on Instagram. Maybe you guys follow him. His name is Lenny Miller, YouTube. Lenny Miller. He posts these funny videos. He's in Florida like myself, and he goes around to these women, and he's like, does height matter in a guy? And the ones who are like, yes, he drops a scale on the ground, and he makes them fucking stand on it on the spot. Objectively hilarious. Someone goes, how many concussions do you think you've had? Who are you, my fucking doctor? Suck my dick. What's with your stupid fucking questions? But all right, let's watch some of these, like, because this kind of ties in both the fat and the woman aspect all into one. You know, fatties, women ruining this country. Tied in, like, all right, let's get this pulled up.
Guy?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
Step on the scale.
No.
Because weight matters in Do you guys think that height matters in a guy?
Yeah.
Just kind of funny, right?
Step on the scale.
Do you think it matters? No,
Because weight
step
matters
on the
in
scale, bitch.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello. I'm not stepping on a scale. No. Okay? I'm not stepping on matter.
Look how fat this one is. Look how fat the one is.
Excuse me.
Like, look how fat that bitch is.
Does height matter?
Yeah.
It does matter.
Yes.
Even though men can't change that.
Yeah, it's a preference.
So we're going to measure your waist.
We're
Does
gonna
height
measure
matter?
Yeah.
It does matter.
Objectively hilarious. No accountability. These women, they're fat, they're annoying, and they are the problem. Like, nothing's worse than fat women. Fat women, I mean, holy shit. Like, come on. As a man, you have to deal with the stress of women, trying to provide, trying to overcome societal standards. As a man, you have to overcome, or you have to think about on a daily basis how you're just being raped by the Jewish lobby. You have to think on a daily basis how you have to defend you and everyone around you against these super predators who are roaming your city. You have to figure out how to avoid all this while outsmarting the boomers, while furthering your career, making more money, and becoming objectively more attractive. But as a woman, like, what do you have to do? Like, what reason do you have to be fat? Like, get in the gym. What are you doing with your day? You're working your retail job, sweetheart? Get in the fucking gym. like these women, they'll go to class, and then they'll be like, I'm so tired. I have no time for the gym. It's like, bitch, you're going to sit and doom scroll TikTok for like 3 hours. I promise you have time for the gym. Get your fat ass up. Get in the fucking gym. Put down the sun chips. What is it with women and chips, too? Like, women do not stop snacking. Every woman I know cannot stop fucking snacking. All they do, all fucking day. They have 40 fucking snacks that they're picking out of all day. Someone goes, we've come full circle. Exactly. Fat people, women, ruining society. Full circle. Full circle. Hey, dude, there's one retard in the Twitch chat. He keeps writing, do you know what black mold is? Yeah, suck my dick. That's what I'm just going to answer you with from now on. Suck my dick. Like, you're just annoying. You're counting in the chat. You're asking me about my fighting ability. Like, that's the most performative gay thing I've seen. Suck my dick. But I'm going to find another one of these Lenny videos, because this guy is objectively hilarious. Like, let's see. Let's go over.
I'm asking if height matters in guys.
Yeah.
It does matter? Step on the scale.
Clothes on.
No, it doesn't matter. We'll subtract a couple pounds.
141.2.
Cameraman, get off a rain bet. 190? Oh my. 190?
190.
This your girl?
Yeah.
Yo,
Like, that's crazy.
bro, 190 is too big, bro. Have you considered it? A calorie deficit, maybe?
That's the same thing I would say to him. 190, that's too big. You could do better. You could do better than that. Let's go find you a 105-pound girl with an eating disorder who is never going to get big because every time she looks in the mirror, she sees herself as a fat-ass torta. When in reality, all you can see is this woman's rib cage. That's the kind of woman we should find this guy. I mean, 190. 190 is insane. Like, that's... Let's see. Let's watch a couple more Lenny videos. These are kind of funny. Let's see if we can get another one pulled up. It's hard to tell by the thumbnails which ones are going to be good. But let's see. Okay, let's see if this one's good.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to judge you based on your weight. Let's see it. 160 pounds?
I'm 125. Your scale is big.
You know what? I don't think my scale's broken. I think you're broken.
Oh, no. I go to the doctor. I go to the doctor every week and they weigh me.
Quickly.
Does height matter in a guy?
Yeah.
I go to the doctor weekly. Shut up, bitch. You're fat.
We're asking if height matters in a guy.
Oh, for sure.
But men can't change that, so we're gonna judge you based on your body counts.
All right, I'm on my bachelorette party, but my man knows my shit. Low as Let's go.
8, actually.
30!
Oh.
Once again, you guys are like 20.
It doesn't matter.
That's
8
eight too
sexual
many.
partners is crazy. Okay, your turn.
You want me to hide my number so you can troll me no matter what happens?
I'm not trolling you. I'm judging you.
I guess it matter though, because you're still judging no matter
Doesn't sound like it's less.
It is less.
Then write
It
it.
doesn't matter. And it does not matter though, because you're still
Wait, you have my cap. You have my cap.
Okay, wait, that's a souvenir. This is kind of
Like, it doesn't matter. Body count doesn't matter. That will be what we transition to next. Women want to be sluts, but they don't want to be held accountable for it. That's what we're going to talk about in a sec. Someone goes, it should be illegal for men to give attention to ugly women. See, maybe it shouldn't be illegal, but it should be punishable in some way. Like, similar to, like, a civil offense or, like a parking ticket. It's like, you should get, like, 3 lashings. You know, I don't know. Maybe... What would be a good punishment for men who give attention to fat bitches? What if you had to eat like her for a month? Like, that would be kind of funny. You had to eat like her for a month. That would be great. Someone goes, did you find her hot? She was 190. No. Someone goes, low key would be even funnier if he did just have a fake scale that added 40 pounds. Like, that would be incredible. That would be incredible. You walk up to like the skinniest women and do it only. Like, that would kind of be funny and troll them into thinking they're fat, even when they're not, break them down even more. See, that's great. Like, that's chef's kiss. Let's see. Yeah, that's all we got in the chat that's worth reading. Some of the guys spamming fucking some spam shit in the Twitch chat though. Whatever, fuck that guy. All right, let's talk about this body count and accountability for a second. So women they'll sleep with dozens of men. And when I say dozens, and I don't mean just 12, I mean dozens. They'll sleep with sometimes in their 20s, in their 30s, 40-something men, 50-something men. I knew women who have had body counts of 100-something plus by the age of 19 or 20. I knew a lot of them actually in college. I went to West Virginia University, which was filled with sluts. Women were either retarded, slutty, or fat at West Virginia University. Always white, though. Almost always white. Kind of nice. But retarded, slutty, or fat. And the retards were skinny, usually. Sometimes they were fatties, but it was a fine, it was either or. But these women, they'll sleep with dozens of men. Sometimes hundreds of men. And then they will, in their late 20s, they'll realize like, I'm like 27 now. I wanted to be married with kids now. If I wanted to have kids, I would have to be in a relationship before, get engaged, get married, and then like maybe we could start right away, or maybe ideally I'd want to wait a little bit of time. And these women realize, holy shit, I won't be able to like have a kid until I'm like midway through my 30s at this point. And these women will fuck all these guys until they're in their late 20s, and then they'll come to this realization of their biological clock. Then they'll be like, okay, let me find one poor son of a bitch that I can rape him financially, and I can tell him that I've always been a innocent girl, but a bunch of guys took advantage of me when I was drinking, so I did have my slutty years. That's always the woman's fallback, too. It's always like a woman will get really drunk with a guy who's also really drunk. She'll hook up with him after throwing herself at him for hours at a club or a bar or a party or whatever it is. And then at the end of it, she'll it's just, I don't know. These women have no accountability at all. At the end of it, she'll just be like, yeah, he just got me drunk and I just did it and it was a mistake. But then they'll repeat that same mistake 100 fucking times, and then they'll marry a guy and be like, none of it was my fault. It was always rape, sweetheart. I was raped 100 times. Like, it's every woman's a rape victim nowadays just because they tell themselves they are. That's one of the problems with social media too. Like, women talking to other women is a problem because like a delusional woman is the worst thing ever. And a lot of women are delusional, but these delusional women will make a video on social media and it will go ultra viral because so many women are delusional and will repost it and like it and comment on it. And these ultra delusional women, they'll make a video like, guys, if you get drunk with a guy, even if he's also drunk, he raped you. And it's like, you stupid bitch. Like, you realize you could technically make the same argument that you raped him, but no men are big enough pieces of shit to do that. Like, it's actually insane. And some of these ladies have wishful thinking. It's like some of these really fat bitches, they'll be like, guys, I was raped. And it's like, okay, that's wishful thinking, sweetheart. I doubt he even got his dick up with you. I doubt anyone even subjected themselves to that kind of embarrassment. It's some of these big bitches really wishful thinking with you guys. Absolutely insane that they're like, guys, what if someone rapes me tonight? Like, when a fat girl, like Clav said it, when a fat girl covers her drink, it's like wishful thinking, sweetheart. You wish it was you. No, it's not going to be you. It's going to be the 105-pound girl in the corner of the bar with the fat ass. Like, that's who it's going to be. It's crazy. But that's what women are like. Women they'll fuck the entire town and then they'll find some poor son of a bitch that's just going to accept it. Like, the sad thing is, like, Bonnie Blue will eventually find a husband. There's a guy who's going to look at this woman and be like, this is everything I've wished and dreamed for. Guys, that's not what she's doing anymore. and then he'll eat the pussy of a woman who got fucked by 1,000 guys in 12 hours. He'll eat the box of a woman who fucked 1,000 guys in 12 hours. Crazy. What's that one guy's name? He's an influencer. He did shoot with the Nelk Boys. Nick Nair Sayani or something. I don't know. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but Nick Nair Sayani or whatever the fuck, he does collabs with Bradley Martin and the Nelk Boys and all those guys. And like he's a good example of this. Like he dated Sky Bree, who's also now a streamer, but she was a porn star. He dated Sky Bree, and I remember Myron Gaines walked up to them and he's like, "Your girl's a slut." And then he was like, "Why would you say that? Why?" Like, he got so offended. He's like, "You don't even know what she's like now. You don't know like what she's been through. You don't know who she is as a person, even though she's still actively doing OnlyFans and was in porn videos on like Pornhub and all these things." And it's like, imagine being that cucked, that level of cucked, that you're dating this woman who was in a video called "Girl Gets Fucked by Big Black Cock." Like, imagine your future wife right now is getting fucked by some black guy with a dick like this, and there's a video of it on the internet that millions of people are gonna see, and then you marry her. like that's crazy. And that's like the thing. It's like, how do these people subject themselves to this kind of humiliation? How do these people like look at these women and they're like, you know what? She's changed. She's a new woman now. I'm going to go be with her. Someone goes, I think she already has a husband. Which one? Sky Bree or Bonnie Blue? I don't think she does. I don't think Bonnie Blue does. Maybe Sky Bree. I don't know. Bonnie Blue? Does Bonnie Blue have a husband? Let's look it up. Bonnie Blue husband. She married a guy at 16, but their marriage ended quickly, and yes, it looks like she's not married. Wait. She married? No, I don't think she's married. From what I'm seeing, she is not married. But again, like, that's the thing. Like, one guy is going to marry this slag. One guy is going to look at her and be like, this is the woman of my dreams. It's a blonde. She's giving me attention. And it's going to be some rich guy. And, like, the thing is, he's going to procreate with her. And then this kid is going to kill himself at, like, 12 years. This kid's going to enter middle school. And someone's going to be like, dude, did you see that video of your mom getting fucked by 1,000 guys in 12 hours? He's going to be like, what are you talking about? And then some kid is going to forcibly show him a video of his mom getting railed. Like, some kid is going to hold him while another kid holds his eyelids. And they're going to forcibly show him a video of his mom getting fucked by 1,000 guys. And he's going to go home and he is going to take the family gun and he's going to put it in his mouth and he's going to kill himself. Like, that's exactly what's going to happen. And if they have a daughter, she's either going to kill herself or she's going to be a massive slut. Like, I don't see any alternative solution. Someone said get married young, they say. Dude, you kind of should, but you shouldn't go out of your way. Like, here's the thing. Don't find yourself in this, like, I'm not going to talk trash about it. I'll talk very minimally about this situation with Sarah Stock and Elijah, because again, like, I like Sarah Stock a lot. I've very briefly spoken with her in DMs about video, like, about politics and videos and stuff like that, because I did a reaction stream to her. She saw it. She said, you know, nice reaction, and I was like, ooh. Thought maybe I had my Elijah moment. Just kidding, guys. I wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that. But it's like, don't find a woman who is like telling you she's a virgin, but is secretly fucking her boss, or like has secretly fucked guys in the past. Like, that's part of the trap. And like these trad LARPing women, it all goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, where it's like these women crave attention. And any woman who is online, whether it's for politics, influencer, gaming, any form of media, any way this woman's online posting pictures of herself, she's doing it for attention. No matter how, like, that's another thing women say. They're like, oh, I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for anyone but myself. It's like, if you were doing it for yourself, you would take the pictures and put them in your camera roll, or you'd hang them up on your fridge. No, you're doing it for the attention of all the people who follow you. Like, I urge anyone, go look at the followers of any of these female influencers, whether they're in politics or not. It's like 99% men who interact with their content and follow their content. It's like no girl is like listening to Isabella Moody and is like, wow, this is a groundbreaking take that I've never heard a woman call a black guy the N-word before on Monkey. Like that's like, I've never seen a woman call another woman a slut while reacting to her TikToks. It's like, it's not groundbreaking stuff. It's like men watching it who are fantasizing about that woman. That's all their followers. Someone goes, the goal was open, bro. That's crazy. Again, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. You miss 100% of the shots you do not take. Elijah took his shot uncontested, and contested, and he still made it. Actually, it was contested. We do have to say that it was contested. I keep getting distracted. We keep going off side tangents here. See, I said this was going to be a short show, and for like 30 minutes of the show, we joked about fat bitches and mental asylums. But it's real. It's real shit, guys. Like, imagine. Even Epstein knew. No fatties, no blacks, no one over 25. Was he wrong about... When I say those three things alone, was Epstein wrong about those three? No fatties, no blacks, no women over 25. Sounds like a pretty good take to me. Sounds pretty smart to me. Like, the beauty about being a man is I can be 40 and marry like an 18, a 21-year-old. I can marry like a 23-year-old. I can marry her. She could still have a ton of children. When I'm old, she'll still be young. You know, a lot of benefits. But when you're a girl, the flip side to that is like, if you're a 40-year-old woman dating a 25-year-old guy, your sex drive is going to be depleted while his is at peak. You can't have kids. He might want kids, so that's going to lead to the relationship ending. Or, you know, he's essentially just using you as a whole at that. Like, all you are, if you're an older woman dating a younger man, and when I say older, I don't mean like 29 and 28 or like, I mean like a decent gap, you know, like a woman past childbearing years versus a man in his 20s, 30s maybe. All you are is a hole to that guy. You're just two holes and three holes, I guess, but two. Let's be godly here. Two holes. That's all you are. You're nothing to him. He could throw you to the side and feel nothing about it. like these women who sit there and they think like, oh, I'm the prize. Bitch, you're not the prize. You are far from the prize. Like, women will drag their tits across glass to fuck Andrew Tate. Like, women will literally drag their clit across hot lava to like smell Andrew Tate. Like, a lot of women from around the world will do this. And women think they're the prize. Sweetheart, you were never the prize. Never happening. You might be the prize to some fucking little schmuck, to some guy who gets no attention from anybody because he's ugly or he's bad at talking or whatever. But you are not the prize. Never have you been the prize, and never will you be the prize. And women need to open their eyes to that. But again, there's also like a big distinction. It's like where women can be great. Bitches really are the problem. But women, when women are women and they act pleasant, they cook, they clean, they shut the fuck up, they don't harass, they don't, bother you, they don't start sentences with like, you should be doing this. Like, that woman's great. The woman who is making your life easier, not, boggling you down with like mind-numbing questions all fucking day, not harassing you, not like fetishizing about some fucking weird thing, like, that's a good woman. But then these like fat ugly tortas, like there's so many videos. I want to see if I could find them, but it's like there's these videos of these girls on the Whatever podcast, and they'll go on and they'll be like, rate yourself 1 through 10 and you can't say 7. And these fat girls, and I mean fat, like big fat ass tortas, they'll go like, I'm a 10. And they'll say it with a straight face, like they truly mean it and they truly believe it. And like, that's part of the problem. They've gotten so delusional that they actually think they're fat, or that they actually think they're attractive, but in reality, they're just fat. And it's like, we need to look at where this problem started. And where it started is two places. It started with social media and dating apps. Kind of the same thing as well. Like, if you don't view Instagram as like a form of a dating app, you're just you're retarded. It is. I bet more relationships start on Instagram than like Tinder. Maybe not, but maybe. I don't know. I mean, a lot happens on Instagram. Let's leave it at that. But Instagram and dating apps have really made these women delusional, because what it did, like before all that, a woman would meet the guys in her town, and the only way for her to get that level of fame and, you know, like get flown out to places is to be on TV, be an actress, be a be a like news host, like a TV broadcaster or something. And like those women, you know, your Pamela Anderson types, they're getting flown out by everybody to everywhere around the fucking globe. But now it's like you have this random woman from buttfuck Kansas who just happens to be the hottest girl in her town in like an LA 10, and she's getting flown out to Dubai. She's getting flown out to every fucking country and every billionaire's place for like a 5-hour fuck session, and then they leave. And these women who are fat and ugly are getting the attention from just the normal guys now on social media and on these dating apps, because if you're a guy who's not like objectively attractive, maybe you're not tall, whatever it is, your chance on a dating app is like very slim. You know, you can't filter by weight and race, but you can filter by height. So that immediately blocks out like where a whole section of men are just not really going to be shown to the majority of women on these dating apps. And then these women who are like, they get access to all the quote unquote like hottest, most attractive men who exist. And you think they're going to go for your like average whatever, you're an average man at best. You think they're going to go for you? They have access to the Chad next door, just one swipe away? No, it's an immediate left swipe on your ass. And even on social media, same thing. It's like these women, they have access to all the men in the world, the most attractive and the most ugly. They're all following the most attractive. They're rarely following the most ugly. And if they are following the most ugly, it's some like hometown friend they grew up with who they would never give the time of day to until they've already been a ran through slut. They've gotten to like 30 years old. They realize they're never going to get married. They're a little, you know, beat in the face. They got that 1,000-cock stare. And it's like those are the women that will eventually settle down with that guy who's just going to be like, oh, wow, this girl I've loved my whole life is finally giving me the attention. It's like, yeah, after she fucked every guy in existence, now she's giving you attention. Do you feel good still? Like, Jesus, it's kind of sad to see. It really is. It's sad to see at a point how destructive everything in this society has really turned out. Like, dating apps, Instagram, all these things have turned out to be worse for humanity than better. You know, they thought like we'd all be connected, we'd all get to interact with each other. But reality, what just happened is everyone became like, all the fat girls and ugly people think they're better than they are because they have followers or some form of status, or they get, you know, some people in their DMs or whatever it is. And then the attractive people, they live on such a pedestal in their mind that they're like, I'm not going to let anyone but the most elite of elite touch me or smell me. It's like, okay, bitch, like you need to be hit. Like I miss the days when like women feared their husbands because he might strike them. And I'm not even crazy for saying that. Like women should fear men slightly, and women not fearing men is part of the problem. And I'm not saying men should be aggressive. Like I'm not even openly saying that men should be hitting women. Maybe. But the threat should be there. Like the idea that it could happen should be in the back of her mind at all times. And it should be like, okay, I should stay in line. Like that would create a way more peaceful society. Like women, I don't know, a lot of big problems. And like you get to the political issues and it's like women are just so easily propagandized. And that, I guess that ties into what we were saying, because why did all that happen? The female empowerment, the females, the fat bitches thinking they're pretty and all that. It happened because of feminism. Feminism was a political tool created by Jewish people to enslave women to the government. They were only getting taxes from one person in the household, the man, and they were like, why can't we tax both sides of the household? So they were like, okay, let's tax the women too. Let's start this thing called feminism. When it first started, most women didn't even want it. Most women rejected it. Most women didn't even want women to vote. The idea of women's suffrage was started by a Jewish man. The idea of feminism was started by a Jewish man. it was rejected by the majority of women for a very long time. And it was because these women realized, like, why would I marry a guy I couldn't trust to vote for me? Like, why would I live with a guy, have kids with a guy, and be married to this man that I couldn't trust to vote for me? And that should be the reality of this situation still, but it's not. Like, women being able to vote was a huge part of the problem. You could argue that, like, the Hart-Celler Act, that was another massive issue. Like, when we started allowing immigrants back into the country, massive part of the problem. And a lot of that probably wouldn't have happened without women. Women are so easily propagandized. And it's the reason you see these women, like, bitching and moaning and screaming on social media. Like, these women will be on social media saying the most absurd shit. Like, these women will literally be on social media and they're like, my body, my choice. I don't care if it's half his kid. He doesn't get a say. It's like, no, bitch. What Nick Fuente said, your body, my choice forever, bitch. You don't get to kill kid. Like, women's biggest political motivation right now is like, I will not let these men stop me from aborting my offspring. That should be reason number one we take the right to vote away from women. Reason number two would be women will say, like, I want all the immigrants who want to come to America to be able to come to America problem-free the next day if they want to. Same day like Amazon. And then they'll go on social media that night. Why can't I walk around in my city at night without feeling unsafe or getting raped? It's like, bitch, you are the one who voted to bring the rapists into this country. You are the one who was like, bring them all. Bring more immigrants, more Somalians. Let me get those Somalians who don't have women's rights and don't have age of consent laws in their country. Let's bring them in here. You stupid wench. Like, you stupid bitch. Ugh. It really sets me off. I mean, it's just like so absurd. Like, these women create problems for themselves. It's like, you ever see that meme? It's like a woman riding a bike, and then she jams a stick in her own tire, and then she falls, and she's like, men did this. It's like, that's literally women. That, like, if you've reached my own status in life, when you get to 26, almost 27 years old like myself, you realize that women are the problem. Someone goes, hey, love from Iran. I'm a U.S. expat stuck in Iran due to marriage. Illegals make people like me suffer. I'm a U.S. expat. What does expat mean? What is expat? Is that something I just don't know? Am I retarded? Oh, okay. Yeah, hadn't heard that term. Someone working outside their country. So you're not able to get back in the are you a U.S. citizen who can't get back in the United States? Is that what you're saying, or did you get a temporary citizenship in Iran, or what's the deal there? This is a guy in the kick chat. Someone else goes, nuns restore my faith in women. You're preaching now, brother, dude. Base nuns. Nuns are great. Nuns are beautiful. Nuns are how women should act. Oh, let's see. This guy keeps fucking texting me. What is he saying? Oh, he's asking me about, someone just goes, is Epstein alive or what? See, I do think there's a possibility. I think it's a very low possibility. I would put it at like 5% chance. But I do think there's a bigger chance now in my mind than there was like a month ago that he's alive. I do think it's possible. But I don't think, like, the Fortnite thing is crazy. That was funny. I mean, that really was so funny. People were like literally trying to friend this guy on Fortnite. It was just some random fucking kid who changed his name to Troll. Kind of crazy. But these women in politics, especially like the trad LARPers, like they'll LARP, like Morgan Ariel's one of them. Like, this is a woman who will go online calling all these women sluts. And it's like, okay, I get it. You gave your life to Christ. That's cool. I respect that. But at the same time, it's like, you can't expect a husband or a man to, like, forgive your previous sins. He's not Christ. He's not Christ. He doesn't have an obligation to forgive your previous sins. He does not have an obligation to be like, this woman was ran through. This woman was a designated train stop. I'm still going to marry her. No man has that obligation, sweetheart. That's also the thing. Like, more women need to register as train stops. You know, I was watching a video. It was funny. It was these young kids on YouTube who go by the name Family Friendly. And they made the joke. They're like, women who sleep with like 5 men need to get a train stop on their license so men know that this woman is a degenerate whore. And like, I couldn't agree more. Imagine the possibilities, fellas. Imagine how much alimony we could avoid. Like, imagine how much child support and alimony we could avoid. Because, like, the thing is, too, like, a woman is never, like, super vulnerable. Some of the dumb ones are, but a woman is never super vulnerable about, like, her past with a guy she's dating and she really likes until, like, the guy is, like, so head over his heels for her that she's like, okay, he's probably not going to leave me now if I tell him this. But if I told him in the beginning, he would have left me instantly, which is a huge form of manipulation. But these women will, they'll like fuck 100 guys in a fraternity. They'll fuck the whole, they'll be a frat rat. They'll fuck the whole fraternity. Then they'll settle down with some guy in their senior year. And then like a year into them dating, she'll be like, yeah, I remember this one time I sucked this guy's dick for cocaine. And then the same night I fucked his frat brother. And then the guy's just sitting there dead inside. And then she's like, I'm just trying to be honest about my past. I'm trying to move past it. It's a lot of trauma for me. And it's like a lot of trauma, a lot of miles, bitch. Like a lot of miles. Here's what you got to do. You got to take the average dick length. Then you have to take the average stroke count in sex. And then you have to imagine all those dicks lined up. Like rulers or yardsticks, you know, they're lined up. And then you take the woman's body count. And then you have your little formula there, and then you put a mileage on this woman. Like, if this woman has been fucked if this woman has miles on her, like, why are you with this woman? Like, women should have an odometer, and it should work in that fashion. You take the average dick length of men, because you're not going to go around asking the woman, like, how big was this guy's dick? How big, like, that's gay. What you're going to do is you're going to take the average length, and then you're going to, again, you're going to take the amount of guys she's fucked, the average stroke count, create your little formula there, and you're going to create this woman's odometer for her. And you don't have to do it in front of her. You can do it on your own time. And then when you realize that the girl you're with is a degenerate slut, just leave her. And then when she asks why, don't text her anything besides the number. Just text her like 30,000 feet. Like, this many miles, bitch. Like that's what you got. You have 5 miles of dick on you. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to exclude myself from your AIDS fiesta that's happening in your pants right now. Sorry, I don't want herpes simplex 1 and 2. I'm good on that. I'll avoid that. I feel like the show has been mainly me joking about women, not actually talking about how women are actually the problem. But the jokes are kind of stemmed in reality, though. Like, the jokes are, you know, somewhat true. Like, modern day feminism is what led to this. Women being delusional is partially what led to this. Unrealistic expectations is what led to this. A lot of things led up to the point we're at in today's world where it's like, as much as like people like me, we want to get married, we want to have kids, it almost sounds more favorable to never. Like, it sounds easier. It sounds like the idea of having kids sounds great, but if I have to give in on my values to do that, if I have to be like, okay, maybe I'll marry this woman who is a massive slut to do that, or maybe I'll marry this woman who's fat to do that, like, no, I'd rather not. And like I don't know, if you had to find the percentage of women in the world who aren't sluts, are under the age of like 25, so they could still have a lot of kids, they're white, they're Christian, they're not fat, have not been fat, it's probably less than like 1% of these. Like, it's probably like such a tiny percent of women that you're just never going to be able to find one. This guy goes, I'm an Iranian American with valid U.S. passport, been stuck for years in this rat hole, can't wait to move back to Missouri. Living here was low-key a relief because women don't wild out like our American females. Motherfuckers on leash in this bitch. Yeah, dude. I can imagine. In Iran, you get to just fucking boom. Your woman leaves the house without you, you get the Muslim police to beat the fuck out of her. Like, you're like, hey boys, we're gonna go beat the fuck out of my wife. You in? That's a Friday night. Like, that's a Friday night I'd like to be having. Right now, I'm just sitting alone doing a live chat in my condo alone. But imagine if I was out there just beating the shit out of some Iranian woman because she left my house. See, that would be great. That's what I would love to. Maybe I'll do that next week. We'll see. Maybe next week we fly to Iran and we beat the shit out of an Iranian woman. And another thing is like women in the workplace. Like women are like, guys, we're equal. We're equal in every way. They love to like say like they're equal to men. Until you hand them like a draft form and you're like, okay, sign up for the draft. Because true story, when I woke up on my 18th birthday, first thing I did was sign up for the draft. It's legally required. It's a felony if you don't. So I signed up for the draft. But these women don't have to. And I don't think they should have to. But if women want to be equal, let's make them fucking equal. Sign up for the draft, sweetheart. Let's see how you like it. You're eligible for the next 6 years. What is it? 8 years of your life now. 18 to 26. That would be funny. But it's like women want to be like equal, but it's like, okay, like I don't see women working on oil rigs. I rarely see women working construction. I rarely see women doing any of the like hard labor jobs. And it's like women want to be equal in a society they didn't build. Like men built this society. Like let's be honest. Every building you see was built by a man, designed by a man. The only thing a woman did was interior decorate it, and maybe a gay guy did that. Every car you see built by a man. Every car was designed, built by a man. Every car company started by a man. Like everything you see, like oil, men. All the minerals around the world, men are doing that. Farming, men. Like all these things were men's jobs, are men's jobs. And women are like, guys, we're equal. It's like, okay, tell me what society you guys built. Tell me what you did to become equals besides just say, like, we want equality or we're not going to give pussy anymore. And a bunch of people folded on it. A bunch of gay liberal bitches were like, okay, we might have to fold on this. Feminization, feminism's becoming a thing. We might have to give in on this issue. It's absolutely insane. Like, these women, no accountability is another big problem. Like, they've never been held accountable for anything in their lives. Like, they fuck up and their dad's like, it's okay. Versus as a guy, you fuck up and your dad smacks you around, gives you like a hard talk, tells you what you're doing wrong and where you have to improve. But women, it's like you get unlimited chances of fucking up. And that doesn't end when you like leave your parents' house. It goes through the workplace. Especially if you're an attractive woman. An attractive woman could do everything wrong in life and still succeed because people will just give her shit. Like, people will just hand everything to her. You'll get handed promotions. A guy will throw all of his wealth at you. You literally have these guys, they call them like pay pigs, and they're old men who send money to degenerate young sluts who want nothing to do with them and are just abusing these old men, these old rich guys. And it's like, I get it. It's like, make your bag. Like, you know, like, if I was a pretty girl and a guy was offering me thousands of dollars to do nothing, I would probably take it. Like, I would probably take it. Do I blame the women? Not necessarily. Blame the men. But you also, where I do blame the women is like, these women need to have actual values and Christian morals, and they need fathers. And I know a lot of women who have a great relationship with their father, and none of those women are sluts. Like, it is really true that like a woman who was told I love you by their father repeatedly, like an insane amount, an unfathomable amount, that woman has a way less chance of becoming a slut than a woman who was rarely told it or a woman who didn't have a dad. That's also one of the big problems with like black women. It's like black women rarely have a father. They're all sluts and they all like thugs. And if they do have a dad, their dad's in jail and they just want a guy like their dad. And they end up getting knocked up at like 16 years old by fucking Tyrone down the street who just got out of jail for like crack or gangbanging or I don't fucking know. What do black people do to get arrested? Assault? Like burglary? Black crimes. They do black crimes. Black only crimes. These super predators are knocking up young Tanisha down the road because she didn't have a dad. And that's what's happening. One of the big problems. Someone goes, who is this Nick Fuentes wannabe? First of all, this is America Unfiltered. Very different show. Second of all, I'm a myself wannabe. I like Nick's show a lot. I'm a huge groiper, as people who watch the show know. America first, bitch. But at the same time, if you watch my show, you'll see very different style of show. Kind of retard level. Someone goes, America first. Fuck yeah, America first. America first, America only, bitch. Let's go. Huge supporters of Nick Fuentes over here. I don't know why you just wrote your own name in the chat. I don't... Oh, got a new follower. Let's go. Let's go. Again, Remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the show. Someone goes, your username is way better than your content. You're a Israeli psyop. Dude, I talk more shit about the Jews than most people. I'm an Israeli psyop. Yeah, I'm super Jewish, guys. I forgot when my parent or my great-great-grandparents came over from Italy, they forgot to tell me that we were super Jewish and not Catholic. I forgot when I got my baptism and my communion and my confirmation. I was saying all glory and honor to Benjamin Netanyahu. I forgot that, guys. This guy in the comments, stupid Jew. Like, shut the fuck up. You're just a retard. The amount of people who are like, we don't need more people doing America First shows. We don't need more people talking about America First on shows. It's like, are you retarded? You want less people talking about it? Like, how many people have you converted to Groypers, you dumb bitch? I've got a lot more than you. How many people have you got back into the Catholic Church? I've got a lot more than you. Suck my dick, bitch. Ugh. Some of these people are retarded. Someone goes, what do you think about Trump's early morning tweet that he blamed on a staffer? I talked about that briefly in the thing. It's stupid. It was a Lion King edit. And it's like, honestly, even if he intentionally posted a video of Barack and Michelle as monkeys, that's objectively just funny. That is funny. They chimp out all the time. Michelle is a man and Barack acts like a bitch. Like, Barack has went back on air. Like, Barack is the classic, like, was an old school liberal, now is a new school liberal. Like, Barack, when he was on the campaign trail, was like, a marriage is between a man and a woman. And he always did this. A marriage is between a man and a woman. And now he's like, guys, you need more gay friends. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. I need more gay friends. No, fuck you. It's crazy. He has his gay best friend, his husband, and he's like, guys, you gotta check it out. It's not all hype. It's cool. But yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I wish he doubled down on it. I wish he doubled down and he posted like a picture of like King Kong with Obama's face. Like, I wish he just doubled down and kept making monkey edits. Someone goes, I don't know, being a map is very Jewish. Loving Epstein is very Jewish. We don't love Epstein. I just find the quarter zip to be hilarious. Having an Epstein quarter zip, objectively funny. Groypers are secret code word for Jewish maps. Okay. Like, what even is a map? Like, like, you just sound like a dumb seething bitch. Suck my dick. Fuck you. Like, oh, some of these people are retarded. We've had a good amount of people through the live chats through all the different platforms out today. Been a fun day. Good show. I didn't think we'd go this long just bitching about women, but it happens. Women are truly the problem. Fat women are the problem. Ugly women are the problem. Hot women, they're all the problem. It doesn't matter what part of it you are. Unless you're a woman who shuts the fuck up, cooks, cleans, never tells your husband what he can and can't do, you are part of the problem. And that's the reality of the situation. That is the main message of the show today. All women are problems besides the very, very small amount of women who aren't. But even those women sometimes end up being a problem. But women in politics, women in media, women who go out, women who want to fuck the entire town and then be like, no, but I'm going to settle down for my husband and only love him. It's like, no, you're not even capable of that, bitch. You're not even capable of that. He goes, your mama is retarded and MAP is what Nick Fuentes and Groypers are. They are minor attracted person. Dude, minor attracted person? Just say pedophiles, you retard. Oh, you're a retard. Oh. My mom is retarded. First of all, my mom is objectively hilarious. My mom is probably more red-pilled than you and smarter than you. Second of all, dude, that girl was 16 years and 23 months. You sick deranged fuck. You sick asshole. Why would you touch that girl? That's a literal child. 16 years and 23 months. You disgusting man. This guy in the chat was fucking a 16-year-old who was also 23 months, 16 years and 23 months old. You sick, deranged fuck. Ugh. People disgust me. The people like that disgust me. That's a literal child, guys. She was 16 and 23 months. Guys, we can't get on board with that. That's a literal child. Like, ugh. Like, this person in the chat's just seething. Your name is literally I fuck femboys. Like, you're just gay. Like, shut up. You're gay. Like, you're a bitch. Shut up. Your opinion means not. Your opinion means less than a woman's with a name like that. With a name like that, your opinion literally means less than a woman's opinion means to me. I rarely care about a woman's opinion. The only women's opinion I care about is like my mom, my grandmother, my great grandmother when she was alive. Yeah. My sister is a little bit, but it's like, their opinions? Maybe not. Do I care about what they actually like want, need in life? Yeah. Their opinions? I don't know. Probably not. No, not really. Ugh. It's been a good show, though, guys. Should we go over to the comments, maybe? I think we wrap it up, go over to our comments section. I had a couple TikToks I was going to show, but it doesn't really seem worth it. And you know what's also like I got sidetracked talking about the propaganda thing, but women are so sold on propaganda. Like, women listen to someone like Candace Owens and they're like, oh my gosh, it's never been Israel or the Jews, it's the Frankists. And it's like, swinging hook right in your fucking throat. Ugh. They listen to Candace Owens and they're like, guys, Charlie Kirk was shot by Bridget Macron's penis. They listen to Candace Owens and they're like, guys, it's real. Astral projection is real. Like, remote viewing is real. Time travel is real. X-Men, that was a real thing. Like, that's what Candace Owens is like, guys, the architecture on this building is beautiful. Women eat that shit up. Dude, this guy in the chat is so weird. You probably have over 9,000 lolicons on that PC with Shotacon cat. What the fuck is Shotacon Catboys and lolicons? What the fuck is this guy retarded? What is this retard even speaking about, dude? Like, you're a fucking weirdo. You're a freak. I don't even know what this person's saying. What a freak. Some people are fucking weird, guys. That's also one of the things that I talk about a lot. Like, most people are retarded. Whenever you're talking to people, you have to just remember that the average IQ of an American is like 100. And then it gets lower in a lot of places outside the country. So most people you talk to are just retards. And this person seems to be a class A fucking retard. We're going to go over to our comments section, though. We're going to review all the comments that came on the show yesterday. I want to remind everyone to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow the Telegram channel. Follow me on X, Instagram, Kick. Whatever platform you're watching, just follow on or fuck you.
Well then, I guess based on what you said last night, I'm cooked because I haven't really made it a secret I love Nick. Hopefully my officers aren't snitches.
Oh, you're the one who works at TPUSA. Yeah, I would try and conceal that from here on out. And, like, again, it would be smart not to out yourself. You will get removed from your position in TPUSA. And I wouldn't comment under your real name either.
I'm beginning to think all you white supremacists are weird little gay guys sitting in your mom's basement. Prove me wrong, thinking face.
Oh, I'm not in a basement. There you go.
I'm pretty sure Marcus is. I'm a woman.
You're a woman and you're a leader of a political... I guess the CEO of your company is now a woman. I shouldn't be starting with you, but it's like, oh. You know what would be really America First of you if you're the woman who works at TPUSA and you're in that leadership role? Give the position to a man. Give it to somebody who actually can handle the job.
They literally made the black dude a golem in that commercial.
Yeah, that was funny. Someone goes, I voted for Trump, but I'm not a... Like, it's a fucking... I'm starting to regret it. Dude, you're starting to regret it a little bit. A little bit. You should have regretted it You should have regretted it the moment you realized this entire thing was a scam. Donald Trump's been scamming us for a long time. His first term was a mess. Second term's a mess. Yeah, nothing good about it. Someone goes, dude, like, this guy's a piece of shit. Yeah, like, okay, dude, you're getting blocked. This guy goes, Charlie Kirk deserved it, LOL. I hope Nick is next. Like, okay, you're just getting blocked from the show. Like, you're just getting blocked from the show. It's that easy. That easy. Let's, we don't need fucking retards. And we don't need people saying that other people should be dead. Yeah, I just banned you from the show. I just ban you from the show. No, yeah, you're not gonna get away with that. You're not gonna be like, oh, Charlie Kirk deserved it, and I hope Nick is next. Like, no, fuck you. Why don't you go jump off a bridge? Go fuck yourself. What an ass. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've regretted voting for Trump for a very long time. I regretted voting for him. I probably turned with my regret probably when he bombed Iran, maybe.
Trump's logic is straight up: get the ones who've murdered and I've committed horrible crimes out, but the ones that are going to do something horrible, y'all are good.
We need to get them all out. We need to get all the illegal immigrants out, and then we need to get a lot of the legal ones too.
Most immigrants aren't going to do anything horrible.
Shut the fuck up. They broke into my country. That's horrible.
What are the crime rates in foreign countries again, and who are we letting into this country? We'll find out if they'll do horrible things when their country's crime rate drops. Crime rates in a given country does not equal crime rates of immigrants from said country.
You're a retard. You're such a retard. Like, this kid, he comments all the time on the show. He's literally 15 years old, and he's one of the most retarded people ever.
The more I listened to more of the Epstein interview yesterday, and the more he says nothing is predictable, the more I thought of Basquiat's famous "See that which is unseen." He started off well and ended with smoke and mirrors. Slay of hand Jew banker talk.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't giving the real secrets. None of the real secret formula.
I'm half white, half Mexican like Nick, and I have always picked the suburban class white neighborhood every time I've moved. I love not having to worry about my car being broken into, letting my kids play outside, and property value that doesn't depreciate cause the neighbor has a broke down piece of shit car and foil on the windows. America first. W. James love the show. PS I'm done responding to low IQ bitches.
Are you talking about Christian? Dude, yeah, Christian is super mad at you because you said a comment about his girl or something. Dude, who cares? Like, he's blowing that out of proportion like a woman would.
Would you rather live in a white-dominated neighborhood that is dangerous, or a black-dominated neighborhood that is safe?
Oh my. If it's a black-dominated neighborhood that is safe, I mean, imagine it's like the richest black neighborhood in the country. And those don't exist. When black people make a ton of money, they move to a white neighborhood. Again, you spelling out unrealistic hypotheticals and then being like, see, he didn't answer, I got him. It's like, no, you're just a gay little bitch.
Honestly, I don't mind if he says that just means non-Jew. That's all goy means stupid to get upset about that. How could it be anti-Semitic?
Dude, I don't know. Ask the Jewish media who's bitching about it. See, the token Jew of the show is like, dude, Fishback saying goy slop and on Gentile is not anti-Semitic. And then you look at like the tweets of like these Jewish media representatives and they're all like, this fucking guy needs to go.
Bro said fuck due process. That's all you need to know.
What did I say that about? What did I say? Fuck, dude. I was talking about the people in the Epstein stuff. To be honest, fuck a lot of it, yeah.
If two British people adopted a baby of Nigerian descent born in Britain, raised him speaking English, raised him with practicing Christianity, and raised him with eating European foods, then would you be fine with him immigrating to the United States as an adult?
No, I don't want anyone immigrating to the United States. Someone has the name Renee Good Gaming. They go, hello Renee Good Gaming, how you doing? Someone says, I'm glad to see the American education system has produced a news show representing its quality. I'm smarter than you, pussy, shut up.
And would you be fine with a person of British descent, raised by Nigerians in Nigeria with Nigerian values, immigrating to USA?
Again, I don't want them immigrating to the United States. I don't want anyone immigrating.
That's actually an interesting question because it could actually happen.
Yeah, the answer is we don't want more immigrants.
Okay, let's play out the same two scenarios, but both are already in USA. Which one would you rather have kicked out?
They're already in the United States and they're adopting. Again, I wouldn't want them adopting someone from outside the country. Like, what was the, let's go back to the original prompt. If British people, so if like instead of British, they're American, adopted a Nigerian baby. See, I would want them adopting a baby from America. And also you have to realize the adoption laws when it comes to birthright doesn't exist either. That's also another big thing that a lot of the birthright people miss. Adopted people don't get birthright. Like if you're born in the United States but adopted somewhere else, you don't get birthright to the United States, which is crazy. And what was the other? So it was British people adopting a Nigerian, or Nigerians, which would just be black people in America, adopting a white baby. I would rather, do I want a white baby in a black home? Or, or black, I mean, the black baby in the white home is going to end up better. So let's go with that, I guess, right? But again, your scenario is still unrealistic and retarded. Yeah, it's this other fucking, it's this same guy. Again, dude, you realize I could just block you on this as well, right? Like, this guy, he just keeps saying that Nick should get killed. You understand that, like, you could be arrested for saying that, and it's very easy to find your IP address. Like, do you know how easy it would be for me to get your IP address and have you arrested? Like, oh, what a retard. Yeah, I muted all his things on the live chat, so should be good. But like, what kind of sick person is like, this person should get shot in the head? Like, that's a sick, disgusting thing to say.
Not even from Europe? Let me ask you guys another question. Would you rather live in a black neighborhood that is safe, or a white neighborhood that is dangerous? The dominating race of a neighborhood doesn't have much of a direct impact of the safety of a neighborhood. Poverty is one of the contributing factors.
Then why are the poor neighborhoods in West Virginia, all white poor neighborhoods, way safer than the poor neighborhoods in any other place, even when you find like a comparability with how poor they are? Like, you can find someone who makes this amount with this many kids in this state, and you could look at like the whole block, and then, you know, you find the exact same neighborhood in a different state with black kids. There always is more crime in the black one. So again, your unrealistic hypotheticals, you're just trying to be like, haha, got you in a gotcha moment. You're super fucking racist. First of all, I don't give a shit if you call me a racist. I have no problem saying blacks cause way too many crimes. A lot of blacks are super predators. Young black males are some of the most dangerous people in this country, and honestly, people should go out of their way to avoid them, because it's your life. Like, if you know that you're going to get jumped, like if you know, like if you're going to get jumped or robbed, or if something like that's going to happen one day, you're going to get assaulted, that highest percentage chances it comes from a black guy. Like, why wouldn't you avoid them? The poor neighborhoods of primarily white people in the U.S. are less safe than the unsafe neighborhoods in Europe with mixed races. Dude, one thing, you're looking at Europe. That's not, we're talking about the United States here. This is America Unfiltered, not Europe Unfiltered, you fucking retard. And in America, that statistic doesn't translate. Europe, it's probably a little different, but Europe is a whole different system with different laws, and they don't encourage black people to stay shitty the way America does. America literally gives black people more money the shittier they act.
Bro, what? Don't ask questions like that. He already said that it's a Dean Withers style argument.
It is.
It's an actual thought-provoking question meant to test one's logic.
You're a 15-year-old. Go take a test in school. Why are you trying to test my logic? You're literally retarded. Like, you're like, would you rather live in a black neighborhood that has no crime or a white neighborhood that's all crime? It's like, okay, when people make money and when people aren't committing crimes, they move to white neighborhoods. They move to white neighborhood. Like, no one's ever like, I can't wait to move into the black neighborhood. Doesn't exist. No one's like that. Someone goes, Europe is dumb besides Poland. No, Europe's great. I love Italy.
I didn't mean to offend the Sicilian. Again, context matters. All was saying is white purity logic doesn't make sense, and that Europeans aren't all genetically the same, acting as if they are all the same people and ethnicity doesn't make sense here. In America, we should focus more on values than genetics.
Genetics should be a focus. We should focus on values as well. We should focus on IQ. We should focus on values. We should focus on genetics, demographics. All these things should be factors. You can't say that we should only focus. Like, that's a very Vivek Ramaswamy argument where it's like, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're a stupid fucking anchor baby like me, you're just as American as everyone else. It's like, news fucking flash. No, you're not, Vivek. You will never be as American as I am. No matter how hard you try or what you accomplish in life, you will never be as American as me.
This dude acts as if all Europeans are similar, as if Hitler and the Germans didn't go after Eastern Europeans simply for being Eastern European.
Did I say that?
And also, Europe is a vastly diverse continent, with languages such as Gaelic, Welsh, English, Spanish, Catalan, German, Hungarian, Italian, Turkish, Russian, Czech, Chechen, Ukrainian, Norwegian, and Bulgarian. Claiming that they share a large part of their culture is simply wrong.
Europe does have a very unique culture, and that is what's become American culture in a lot of ways. Again, you are just so hyper-focused on like the little emotional arguments that you fail to see the bigger picture.
Also, James, you need to understand my arguments are in good faith. I'm not trying to anger you.
Yeah, well, that's not going to prevent me from getting annoyed.
And also, it's crazy how I take moderate positions on race in comparison to other people and you still act like if I'm a liberal. Also, you know what I feel about mass migration and ethno-culture, Europe losing their identity, but again, historical dynamics for each country matter. In Ireland, people can all unify ethnic by one tribe in a way American can't, and by treating using European ethno-nationalist logic for a country made of people who all came from different places, it legitimized the danger in.
But look at like America in like the 1950s. You actually could do that. Like, it was like 90% white, 80-something% white at that point. You actually could do that and group it the same way you grouped Ireland in your fucking message there. It's just retarded logic. Someone goes, how much less American are you than the natives? I am a Native American. Suck my dick. I am native to the land of America. I've had generations of people in this country. And those people weren't American. Like, they didn't build America. They were on the land. They didn't build America. They were living in teepees, eating each other and killing each other. They were savages.
In Europe of cultural erasure and long-standing homogeneous ethnic groups which have been there 1,500 years, becoming a minority.
And that's what's going to happen in America if you don't fucking get on board with what I'm saying. We're trying to prevent that. That's actively happening along places all over the fucking world, and we're trying to prevent that. But for you, you live in America, and you're like, I only care about it in Europe. I don't want the European whites to get replaced, but the American whites, let's replace them all. Like, dude, shut up. Take your own fucking side.
Trump's a fucking coward. Nick Fuentes' takes were too advanced for us to see in 2024.
I didn't even know who he was in 2024, sadly. Total curiosity, are you white, Anglo-Saxon, or Protestant at all? I'm a Catholic, I am a Italian, and I am Greek.
No, most of Nick Fuentes' takes were unreasonable in 2024 and still are now. Dude will never even come close to the presidency.
You're retarded.
Just cause he's well known now doesn't mean he will be president. Most people who know him hold a negative view against him.
No, most of your friends hold a negative view against him because your friends are liberal retards like you.
He was right about Trump also. I agree with most of his takes. I just think that a lot of time he does it in a non-Christ-like way.
Yeah, but expecting like people, like again, like I'm a Catholic, expecting people to be without sin and to like not curse and to speak like super polite and be like brilliant fucking Hollyhand, that's just unrealistic. And again, like people who are followers of Christ also do sin. We are born and bound to sin.
Yeah, that's the only thing he was right about. But most people held a negative view against Trump anyway.
That's not the only thing he was right about. And saying most people held a negative view against Trump, Trump won the popular vote.
Nick keeps backing Dems for some reason. What's up with that?
He is not backing the Dems at all. You're just retarded. Nick keeps backing the Dems. Tell me you're a fucking retard without telling me you're a fucking retard. In which case, you're swarthy, according to Ben Franklin. Okay, dude. Like, again, when was this country founded? 1776. When was the country built up? Between then and, like, through the industrial age in the 1900s. The people who came in, fought the world wars of this country, built the biggest cities and the modes of transportation in this country, are part of the founding stock of this country. And if you're not able to see that, you're retarded.
This country was originally of English and Western European descent. So if we're saying that you want the country of its original descent, then you should be specific and say Western European. You literally lack logic in essentially any of your baseless arguments.
Dude, again, this is this 15-year-old who's spamming the fucking comments with the same fucking argument over and... Like, I'm telling you this now, Jamin, I'm done arguing with you about European heritage. I'm done with it. And you can feel free to comment it all you want. I'm done responding to it in the future after today. Because this is, what, day 14 in a row? It's fucking annoying. It's actually, like, I want to hit you. I wish I could beat the fuck out of you right now. Like, you are just really fucking annoying. If you were my kid, I would beat the shit out of you. I'm not saying it has to go back to what it was in the 1700s. You fucking retard. I'm talking about the people who came here and built this country, fought in the fucking world wars for this country. You fucking idiot. And everything in between those two. Like, what a fucking retard. And again, this person in the chat, so anyone before your ancestors are useless and anyone after isn't welcome? First of all, there was a good period in the 1900s where we didn't allow immigrants to come into the country, and it was a better time for the country. And we went away with that with Reagan, and we need to go back to that where we're not allowing immigrants into the country. And I never said they were useless. They contributed to building up America as well. And then the people who came in after contributed to building up America as well. Tell me how Ugandans and Somalians and all these third world retards are helping build up America. No, they're defrauding it. Like, all your comments are retarded. All your comments are absolutely retarded. And there's one person keeps spamming the live chat, but all it says is, this person has been muted to all by the creator. Oh, seethe, little bitch. Go seethe.
Second Turk's arguments aren't stupid. You just can't dispute them. So instead of attacking the argument, you attack the person.
Second Turk was arguing about Russia-Ukraine. I haven't talked about that on the show for months.
I agree Josh Hammer was wrong.
Okay, sick.
Okay bro, if culture is all that matters, then why can't a non-white person be fully culturally American? Because you said that what unifies Europe is the shared values, not genetics. What is different with Europe is that European countries are all descended from specific tribes, European, not a mix like America, which is why I think it is important to save those unique ethno-cultures in Europe, but America doesn't have that. So what is the point of acting like if all white Americans are the same
that. Again,
ethnicity?
That's what you're missing. That's what you're fucking missing. We did have that, and we're losing it. The reason you say we don't have it is because in school you were told that we were a melting pot. We were never supposed to be a fucking melting pot.
You tend to deflect by saying that you already explained this, but ignore many of my points.
And I have already explained it. Someone goes, so are we good to go back to like 1950? Dude, we could. We could go back to 1950, 1970.
I used your own logic against you, James. And then you just shifted the argument.
What logic did you use? What was your argument? Because, dude, again, I'm not saying it's only the original people who came here in like... Dude, I want to beat the fuck out of you. I'm not saying it's the original people who started the country in 1776. I'm saying it's the people who built this country as well, you fucking moron. Literally shut the fuck up. You are such a retard. I would say someone goes, I'm genuinely curious, like what your stance of when was built versus when was building, etc. Post World War II, maybe. Post World War II. You can make an argument that some immigrants helped in the 90s, but way too many were brought in. You can make the argument that with like some of the internet technology and things like that, that's not a bad argument. And again, it's not even about hating immigrants. It's wanting to preserve America is what it's about. Like, a country is its people. And if the people who are the founding stock and of the founding stock of this country get replaced, then America will cease to be America at that point. We will have a completely different country run by completely different people with completely different attitudes and laws. And many people don't realize that. And it's really sad that people don't realize that. All right, let me see if we can get anything pulled up on here. Let's see, do we have anything else on Rumble or nothing? I think that's all the comments we had. Okay, we had a couple people respond about, let's see, we'll just read this one again because this person added more comments under.
Well then I guess based on what you said last night I'm cooked because I haven't really made it a secret I love Nick. Hopefully my officers aren't snitches. I thought you were pro-Israel in the Gaza war, but since I actually started researching for myself instead of what people tell me to think, I realized maybe we shouldn't send $500 million to a random country in the Middle East.
It's like 300 billion. 500 million? It's like 300 billion. I wish it was 500 million.
Even more so when we are literally $32 trillion in debt and have our own borders to handle.
Didn't you say you work at Turning Point USA? The debt's way more than $32 trillion, unless I'm wrong, but let's see. What is the debt in real time? Let's look. Okay, I guess you're only off by 6 trillion. It's 38. I thought it was closer to like 42. Someone goes, I mean, as someone looking outside in, I'd see that as a benefit, but I get your point. It's hard when it's your country and culture and you're used to it for it to change. It's not even just that I'm used to it. It's like, it's the structure and foundation of a country. Like, why is Somalia shit? It's shit because the Somalians are shitty people, because they have elected shitty leadership, because they have built a shitty society over time. Do I want my country to be more like that or less like that? Obviously less. So it's like, why would the answer be to bring in those people into my country? Like, you should not be bringing in immigrants from anywhere that you wouldn't vacation to. That should be rule number one. If you're not going there as like a destination, and like a lot of people, like, why would you be... Like, no one's like, hey guys, we have our family trip to Somalia this year. Like, no, your whole family would get raped and killed. Like, no. You know, and that applies to a lot of countries. And it applies to like the entire Middle East. It implies like almost all of sub-Saharan Africa, a lot of South America. What would really be best for the country would be taking over a lot of the South American countries and making them territories, not states. And making America way more powerful. That would be best for the country. If you want to talk about any incorporation of those people into the country, it would be like taking their country and making it a territory. That would probably be the best way. Like, see, like, when I say we should bring in destination places, like, I think it should be people from Europe, really. Mainly from Europe. Europe is where we should be bringing them in, though. High IQ white European immigrants. That's what we should be bringing in. We should be focused on people who commit the least amount of crimes, people who have higher IQs, people who can add something to society, and people who are going to help rebuild the white population. Because that's another thing. White people are dying, and like that's really sad. And people don't want to acknowledge that, and some people are happy about it, which is disgusting. Well, white genocide is very real. And it's a real problem. And if we don't stop it, white people will become the minority very soon, and then they will keep falling after that. I mean, the global white population is in rapid decline. White people are just starting to have a little bit more kids in the United States, but still not enough. We need to be having an absurd amount of children. A lot of children. And we need to be growing the white population through birth. That really should be happening. Someone goes, if you want high IQ and low crime, China and Far Eastern is the winning combo. Yeah, I mean, like, the problem with Chinese immigrants is there's weird laws in China where it's like if you're Chinese national, you travel to the United States, you're technically a spy. Like, even if you don't want to be, you're forced to. So it's a law in China that you have to document things and you have to report back to someone in China if you're asked. Like, if you're asked by any higher up in China, anyone in the government or anything, like, what did you see in America? You have to be 100% honest about everything. If they ask you to do something, you have to do it. So it's just not in America's best interest to take in Chinese immigrants for that reason. Like, if it was just about IQ, I would be happy about Trump's decision with 600,000 Chinese spies coming in. But no, it's actually really, it shows that Trump claims to be this great negotiator, but can't get a deal done without bringing in 600,000 Chinese spies. Someone goes, my time in China was quite nice. Also working with Hong Kongers, they were really good. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying that there is weird laws that make it hard for us in America to be able to do that. But we do it anyway, so. But now I'm just rambling with nothing. Let's probably sign off for the day. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the Friday show. Women are the problem, guys. Men, we won. Women are the problem. We've solved it. I went over all the reasons today. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you guys enjoyed the week. We'll be back tomorrow with a big week. We have a debate coming up next week versus dumb bitch Ceci. Name spelled Cece, goes by Ceci. Fucking retard. We're gonna mog her. We're gonna win. I've seen her debate. Absolute retard of a person. Let's see. We potentially have another collab next week. It's either going to be next week or the week after with this other kid. He sent me a DM, asked if I wanted to collab. I want to do another collab with Brittany from Politically Provoked sometime soon. That was fun. I enjoyed that one. Be fun to do another. Maybe we'll wait till some shit pops off and we'll do it. Let's see. What else do we got coming up? Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to get it. I had Jubilee reach out today and ask me to send in an application for another Jubilee debate. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it, but I sent in the application. They want you to send like a little video explaining why you'd be good on the subject. And it was on immigration, actually. So we'll see. We'll see if I get that. That would be cool. Haven't been on Jubilee in a while. This was a fun time when we did. The only problem is like they give you such a small amount of money, and then I got to pay like $1,000 round trip for a flight out to LA, stay in like a Hilton, eat McDonald's for every meal because that's how you budget it under $1,000. That's gonna be about it though. Let's sign off for the day. Let me refresh, I guess, one more time on the comments. Make sure no one last second popped in. Yep, nobody popped in. Okay, there we go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being fans of the show. Remember to like, smash the follow button, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the show. Rate the show 5 stars on Spotify. Follow me on X, follow me on Instagram. Join my Telegram by scanning the code up in the corner. We got merch coming next week. Telegram group chat coming next week. A lot of big things coming up. Going to be a fun year. Going to be a fun few weeks. A lot of huge things. So with that, I want to sign off for the day. I want to hope everyone has a great weekend. Please don't drink and drive, but if you do, call your lawyer first. Thanks.